This episode of Sessions with Stef is brought to you by our partner, Fearless Sounds. Francesca Sacerdoti, along with her amazing team, take care of every artist's needs when it comes to marketing, playlist placement, advertising, and artist management. You can follow Fearless Sounds on Instagram and Facebook, or just give them a call at 514-409-6061. Thank you, Francesca, and thank you, Fearless Sounds. And now, we present to you our latest session with Stef. And welcome to Sessions with Stef. This is a different look for you. You haven't seen this before. I feel really self-conscious right now because that's a fucking close camera right now. It's like
imagine for the rest of us looking at you.
It's right there, and I'm like, whoa, guys, what's going on? So this is a different look for Sessions with Stef because I caught a little bit, if you can't tell, I caught a little bit of a cold here. No, it's not COVID. I took my test right before coming. And yesterday, it's not COVID, just have a cold. I didn't want to, get too close to the boys because they're awesome guys, which you will be seeing them soon. Here's a picture I'll send you right there. You go. You can see them right now. The boys from Playhouse, as you can see the T-shirt. So yeah, we're gonna have a beautiful interview, a couple of songs from them. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But first, of course, I'd like to say hi to Lisa. How you doing, Lisa?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Oh my God, it feels so special.
She's helping out here. Behind the controls, we call her the research girl. I don't know.
Research.
I listen to a lot of.
You know
what? I listen to a lot of sports radio, and they always have the every radio station has the person doing research live.
How come I'm the research person?
Why not? I don't know. Because it's Sessions with Stef. That's why.
Oh God, that needs more than research.
I decide. That's what it means. It means I decide.
Right.
So. So now we have to thank our sponsors, guys. This is amazing. Thank you so much. We have 3 of them this week, and I'm so happy to have them, and they all fall one into the other.
Yes, they do. I planned it that way.
Like we have a real estate agent. So if you're looking for a house, guys, you want someone you can trust, because my God, you need someone you can trust to find you the right house. You can give the specifications. Mr. Van Cropsel from Remax Alliance, Mr. Van Cropsel, amazing service. You call Van Cropsel, he'll guide you through every step of the way. He'll show you the houses. If you want to sell your house, call Van Cropsel. He's fantastic. He can definitely help you with all your real estate needs. I believe he does residential and commercial.
I believe so.
So yeah, if you're looking to move your business, whatever, anything you need for real estate, call Van Cropsel, and his number is
438-402-9471.
Fantastic. Once you find the dream house, okay, we have a new sponsor that's going to take care of your mortgage needs. Oh my God, does that fall all into play?
That's how I planned it.
Right? Perfect. And so Anthony Maurati from RBC is a mortgage specialist. And I've already dealt with, not with Anthony directly, but I've dealt with RBC, and they're fantastic when it comes to mortgages.
Yes.
And Anthony is one of their top agents, mortgage agents working for RBC. So, guys, it is so complicated and so complex when you have a mortgage. You need someone like Anthony to help you out, to guide you through the steps, because there's so many ins and outs to mortgages that it's like, it's hard to follow. Mm-hmm. And you just want someone you can trust, because you're signing on the dotted line. You're going to pay the bank a shit ton of money. So you want to make sure that you're not getting screwed in the end. And,
exactly.
And Anthony's the guy to do it. And we can get in touch with him at
514-236-0960. He does purchases and refinancing as well. Anthony.maurati@rbc.com. Vanny is going to put it on the screen so you guys can definitely take a gander.
You will see this at the same time. And of course, at the end of that, once you have your house, you want to take photos of your house.
Of course.
You want to take photos of everything inside your house.
Including yourself.
Including
in
yourself.
your new house.
Yeah, there you go. So we have Richard Babb Photography. Our famous Richard has been with us since the beginning.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic photographer. He specializes in cosplay. He specializes in
everything. Basically, it's everything. He does
fine arts,
very dramatic fine arts, cosplay. He does elegant photo. He does photo shoots. Actually, a lot of photo shoots.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
It's really, really spot on creative.
Yeah, he's fantastic. fantastic. So Richard Babb, great photography. Check out his Instagram. The photos are just stunning. It's Richard_Babb_photography.
Yes.
His phone number is
514-923-3168. And you know, I did speak with him a few times on Instagram. We have been messaging, and very, very polite professional.
Oh, yeah,
he's just really on the ball. Like, you tell him what you need, and he's there. Like, he's sharp.
He's
Sharp tool.
such a great guy, and
Yeah.
I follow him on Instagram, and wow, his photos are just fantastic.
Of course.
like amazing photos. So
Yes.
thank you, Richard. Guys, all our sponsors, thank you so much.
Thanks.
I just want to show you, I'm wearing a T-shirt right here.
Yes.
And it's from Playhouse, Dancing at Funerals.
Yes.
And Playhouse, look at the CD. We got the CD right here. Look at that. That's a great CD.
Awesome CD.
course.
I want that car.
It's from these guys right here that you see right in front of me.
Cool.
The band is called Playhouse. I'm going to ask all of you to introduce yourself. Peter is the lead singer, so I'm going to start with Peter.
Hey, what he said. I'm Peter Cat, the lead singer.
Peter Cat, lead singer. Our guitar player,
Eric Westergard.
Eric Westergard, and our drummer/bongo player tonight,
Andres Fierro.
Andres.
Yeah, new
All
guy,
right.
new kids on the block.
He's a new kid on the block
Yeah,
in the band.
So, yeah.
And guys, thank you so much for doing this. This is a blast for me. We've spoken. It's a couple of weeks that we
Yeah.
tried to get this going.
Yeah.
And I checked out all your videos.
Thank you.
Dancing at
Thanks,
Funerals,
man.
fantastic video.
Thank you.
Do you guys work with RFL?
Okay, so they signed us just 13 months ago. They signed us.
Okay.
Yeah, to a record deal.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And when I read your bio, I was like, "This is what an awesome story."
Yeah.
So we have to go through that because this is, guys, high school buddies.
Yeah.
High school buddies that just had a rock band.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, years later, man, let's put this shit together and let's fucking release some kick-ass music. It's good old classic rock style,
We try.
and I love it, man.
Thanks, brother.
It's great. It's great. So,
Yeah.
all right. So Pete, tell us about the band. Tell us the humble beginnings.
Okay, so we're all from NDG,
Okay.
and the 4 original members are still in the band 36 years later.
Oh my God, just that in itself is fucking awesome.
So what happened in '87? Me and my bass player, who's my best friend since 1975, we went to literally kindergarten together. We started a band, and
Tried real hard. No, sorry, I had to just throw that in.
we started an alternative rock band that lasted a year. We sucked. And our last show was actually Battle of the Bands, which we got blown away by this guy's band.
Oh my God, how funny is that?
And 6 months later, we wanted to put a new band together. And we're like, remember that guy in the field ripping out like Eddie Van Halen? So back then, 1987, there's no internet, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
It's the yellow pages or the white pages, right? But somehow we remembered his last name. And it was Westergard. So we look in the white pages and 2 Westergards. We call both of them. And his mom picks up and we're like, we're looking for this guy that has long blonde hair and he can shred like Eddie Van Halen. She goes, yeah, that's my son.
Oh my God, how funny is
So
that?
he comes down and he joins. And then one of my best friends, his brother, who's half Italian, half Greek,
Okay.
full of attitude,
Love it. Rock band.
named
Absolutely.
KK, he came up to me and goes, I'm the other guitarist. Don't stop looking. I'm the guy.
Oh, sweet.
He just literally. So the band started, and pretty quickly we did our first EP like 6 months later. And then we were doing like 200 shows a year. Like,
wow.
Touring, clubs. We
Yeah.
did it full time.
was insane.
We would rehearse all day long. We were trying to break big. We were trying to be as big as Bon Jovi and Def Leppard and all those
course.
band back in the day. And we had an 8-year run.
Wow.
And then we had a meeting probably end of 94, close to 95. And in that meeting, we said, let's take a cigarette break. The break lasted 14 years.
Oh my God. That was a cigarette break?
Yeah.
Oh
Very
shit.
long cigarette.
That's a
Instead
hell
of breaking up, we just, let's take a cigarette break. These guys all did their lives. Some of them, had kids. I left. I went to South Africa for that whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Living on a beach.
Oh, I feel for you. It must
Yeah.
have been really rough.
Yeah, it was
Totally joking because I'm jealous.
I know, I
right now.
know. And then in 2013, I bought a new acoustic guitar, and I was literally sitting on the beach playing songs, and then I started playing some Playhouse songs. And then I right away got back into my apartment, which was on the beach, and started Googling everyone. It's like, hey man, cigarette break is over. Time to put the band back together. And we did.
Wow.
And I came back.
Wow.
And in 2017, we had our comeback show. Huge. It was sold out. Everyone from the 80s, their kids, everyone was there. And
Where was it? Where was it?
It was at the Piranha Bar in Montreal.
Cool.
And then 2018, we released our comeback album, which would be our third album, called The Rock and Roll Circus.
Okay.
And it did pretty well for us.
Yeah.
And we kept on playing. We started opening up for LA Guns, Dead Daisies, Killer Dwarfs, Buck Cherry, playing shows, Toronto, Ottawa.
To name a few.
And then, the world stopped, as everyone knows,
Yeah.
in 2019.
Then it all went to shit,
Yeah.
especially for musicians.
The good thing we got out of it is the album.
Yeah.
The album, the T-shirt you're wearing. So
True,
It gave
true.
us a chance to kind of put that together while everybody was hiding in their homes.
This
at the time,
podcast
so-
came from there.
Oh,
There you
perfect.
go.
There you
Totally.
go. So,
Totally came
so
from
we,
that.
we
Fantastic.
all got something good that came out of it.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
like Eric said, we wrote an album during that time. And it was very weird because for the first time, we were working separately. Working by phone, working by video chat. We'd all go into studios separately. It was a very weird way of doing things. We were there for 10 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It took exactly 114 sessions.
Oh shit.
To make the record.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Look. Before we get into some,
Sure.
I'm going to ask all of you how what inspired you to get into music and all of that stuff. But how about we hear a song? How about we hear a
Sure.
nice tune from you guys to give the people an idea of what we're talking about? The
Okay,
beautiful-
so this first song we're going to do is off our record that came out last year, Dancing
Okay.
at Funerals. It's called Hell's a Long Way Down.
Okay.
Quick story behind it. It's about a guy that was a sinner. He's born in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
Leaves Tennessee at the age of 19, lives this crazy life, finds out he's going to die. He has a terminal disease, comes back to Tennessee to die. In the hospital, he asks for a priest. And when the priest comes in, it's his little brother. He didn't know who would become a priest.
Wow.
And his brother said, listen, time to confess because hell's a long way down. So that's the song.
Really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
That was a long
Here
way
we go.
down.
Jumping off the deep end, when you know Well, I say a prayer for you tonight. Crossing over to the other side. Jealousy will still shine bright. Meet again in the afterlife. Lost but never found. And now the sun's going down. It's a long way to go. Now you die in Memphis, hoping to save your soul. Hell's a long way down, no. It's a long way to go. Tonight you die in Memphis, hoping to save your soul. Hell's a long way down, no.
Wow, man. That was sweet.
Thank you, man.
Wow, that sounds great. Catchy tune, man.
Thank you.
Really catchy tune.
I wasn't supposed to sing it that high today, but I did.
I was supposed
I only
to
usually
sing
do that
better,
live,
but
you
I
know?
didn't.
Why are you talking there?
Yeah, I was
Yo,
supposed to sing like this.
Yeah.
Actually, I was supposed to sing better, but I didn't.
Well, I also understand that, you don't typically sit down behind the table staring
Well,
at...
at practice, I kind of do sit down. the whole
That's true.
time.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But we have two different versions of it,
Okay.
and obviously live I sing it at that high.
Well, of course. Wow, that's high. That's high
But I
as
wasn't
fuck.
planning to do that here because you can hear my voice is cracking a bit.
No, it sounds
But
good.
it is what it is, man.
That's rock and roll.
We're rock and roll was made for imperfection.
If John Bon Jovi is still doing concerts,
Yep.
No comment.
right?
No comment.
I mean,
We all know. We've all seen the videos.
ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, let's start. I guess Andres,
Yep.
you're the newest member of the band. What do you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the band, and how did you get into drums? And what's your musical style preference? Who do you look
Well,
up to?
someone's friend of mine told me Playhouse looking for a drummer, so I text Peter. We talking, texting,
Yeah.
and I gave it a shot. And it's working, and I'm so happy.
Yeah.
These guys are so cool.
They're really cool dudes.
The vibe is always there, and nothing to say. It's like a rest is story.
Yeah.
So I
The rest
really
is
love
history.
it. Yeah, I'm so happy.
I have to say, you rock the scarf, man.
Yeah.
The vibe is created by anyone who can rock it. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
But
Needs
that's
pom-poms.
cool. Yeah, guys, band is so awesome. Nothing to say.
Wow. And
They're
what's
so
your
cool.
musical style that you stick to, or who got you into
I'm
music?
more glam rock
Glam rock,
from
80s?
the 80s. I came from the 80s.
I
so,
love it.
Yeah, I think
and we match like this.
Wow.
So I'm
yeah, right away.
so
Poison, Skid Row, that kind of
any,
thing.
yeah, any.
I love it, man.
I love it. And so we, even rehearsals,
Yeah,
they always like it.
yeah.
But I have learned something, the endings in the beginnings of the songs.
Yeah.
But it's normal
Yeah, it takes
as a musician.
time.
But till now, I'm knock on wood.
Great.
I'm so happy.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. Then.
Okay, and where did you get your guitar chops? How did you, who got you? Was it Eddie that screamed out to you? You saw him play and you said, I want to do that fucking finger tapping? Like,
Yeah, I mean, going back to elementary school, the kids were listening to this disco, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to be a weird kid because all I have is the Star Wars soundtrack.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm listening to. I grew up around CCR, Freddie Fender, Elvis. My parents played that at parties and stuff. A little bit later, neighborhood kids, we'd get in their older brother's car, thought we were really cool. And then I heard Paranoid from Black Sabbath.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what is this? You know, and so right away, that set the direction. So how I went from that to getting an acoustic and playing Jimmy Page, anything that he did from Zeppelin. So I did that for a few years until a couple of other buddies from high school said, hey, you need to check this guy out. I said, okay, who is this? And he goes, it's a band called Van Halen. So the first song they played for me was Eruption.
Oh, yeah.
So right away, I'm like, the hell with the acoustic guitar. I went down to the store. It was a place called the Music Box on Sherbrooke Street near Decatur. Remember that place?
Totally remember. Yeah, I went to Loyola, so I was
There you go.
by there all the time.
So I bought my first electric guitar there, and that was pretty much all you wrote. From there, I just tried to learn as Eddie Van Halen as fast and as best as possible to not only wow my friends, but just to challenge myself. And it's kind of been that way since.
Okay.
Like, I just haven't stopped. I mean, he
You
really...
took like private lessons kind of thing all the way
I taught
through?
myself. I can't read music for the life of me. Thank goodness
serious?
there's tablature, so now I can
Sweet.
do something. But I still don't have any idea really what I'm doing. So if it feels good,
It sounds great.
You
And
know,
that's what
it-
it's all about. Music is
yeah, if my hand gets there and it's like, yeah, that feels right, and then that's it. You know, like, oh, you seem to know all your scales. I can't name one. You know,
I love that.
It just no clue.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. And Peter.
Well, it all started one morning in 1974.
Whoa.
Typical middle class family, boys in the basement with a tent, Saturday morning, cereal, watching TV. Then all we hear is the door open and my mom coming down the stairs, and she said, "If you boys think you're going to be doing this for the rest of the summer, you have a big thing coming. You're coming with me." She dragged us to McGill, and in front of the steps of McGill, she said, "Choose one, either piano or violin."
Oh, sweet.
Piano.
So my brother went right away, went violin, and I was stuck with the piano.
Yeah.
So for the next 6 years,
You
I
did
went
the conservatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
So that was my introduction to music, but my first band I ever listened to was the Partridge Family. I'm proud of that.
Nice.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, same here.
And then from that, right to Kiss.
Oh, sweet.
And when I saw Kiss, that was it.
That was my
So that
first.
show got you, right?
Well, just I didn't see the show. I saw the album.
Oh, that's all you need.
So when you open that album and you're like 7 years old, you're like, whatever they're doing, I gotta do that.
I saw them in '79. That was my first experience.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 11.
So yeah,
What a show to see, eh?
yeah.
Freaking out, explosions, makeup, and fire, glam rock, and I'd had no idea. I still didn't even know who Sabbath was at that time yet. But yeah, big Kiss fan like Pete here and
Wow.
Andres, and it's, I think part of the reason why we all click so well because we just the musical interests, the same ideas. So
It sounds like the videos I checked out. It sounds like I totally hear the Kiss influence for sure. Sabbath as well that you mentioned it.
yeah,
I'm trying to.
Our blueprint is literally Bon Jovi. I
Okay.
kid you not.
I guess so. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was,
I heard
I would
that
say
too.
that's the biggest blueprint of our band in terms of we try to write catchy rock songs.
Yeah, they are catchy, totally catchy.
And obviously Def Leppard and all those bands from there, we learned a lot. The 80s brought us the world something. Melody.
it's the best era, man.
Yeah.
There's so many melodies from Madonna to Bon Jovi, Cyndi Lauper, Duran.
See?
No,
Name,
there is.
Yeah,
name
absolutely.
it.
I mean,
name
to
it,
this
man.
day,
Yeah.
those songs are iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we learned from those people, right? So yeah.
Catchy. They know how to write
Catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally catchy. It started with the Beatles,
Of course.
Yep.
but then the 80s
Architects.
they added the that heavy rock sound to it,
Yeah.
that distortion guitar. I mean, Zeppelin did it before them and all
Of
that,
course.
but in the 80s they were all catchy.
Yeah.
In the 70s it was a little bit more like I don't want to say
Experimental.
more fucked up, but
It was more experimental.
It was more experimental,
Yeah.
psychedelic,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
more experimental.
But
for
now
sure.
that you bring up the Beatles, I literally listen to the Beatles today at my age.
Oh yeah.
And my jaw just drops like,
Oh yeah.
They're awesome.
holy moly, these
They're
guys are
genius in their
geniuses.
writing.
Yeah.
They're
Hippies, guys.
fantastic.
Hippies. Sorry.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
man.
Good
Yeah.
stories, great songs, good musicians.
Yeah.
At least for what they're doing.
And melody. I mean,
Yeah, the
Melody.
melodies are,
Awesome.
can't
Yeah.
beat them, man. You know?
Yeah.
Architects of that.
it's great. I play with a band that plays a lot of Beatles stuff.
Okay.
They do a
Yeah.
60s British invasion kind of thing. And it's funny how I've never played some of the songs, but it's like the melody is so catchy that,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, all right, no problem. I totally remember this.
Did you watch the whole Beatles things recently? That
I
whole
did not. I heard it's phenomenal.
it's like you're there as they're writing. You're literally there with them as they're writing the song.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
How
It's
awesome.
scary. I watched the whole thing and I had goosebumps the whole time. I would stop and rewind, go, holy moly.
Yeah, you might want to check that out.
I
It's really
definitely
cool.
have to check it
It's
out.
really
It's
cool.
been on my.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Paul McCartney, no idea about writing music.
Nope.
If it sounds good, I'll play it.
It's a feeling, really, because I mean that's what music's
Totally.
about, right? So
I think he's actually said that. It's just a feeling.
yeah, that's good. I can deal with that because I have no clue what I'm doing.
Wow.
So
Guys, how do you take me into your writing process? What do you do? Like, is it you guys have a bunch of beers and just strum some chords and come up with a melody? Does someone?
So from day one, if they put it this way, if Pete has a vocal melody, we have a song. So, for example, Eric will come up with music, and if I have a good melody over it, it's the beginning of a song. So we always go for the vocal melody as the primary
Okay.
thing first,
Okay.
even though the music might have come first,
Yeah.
and then we work around that. In the beginning, we used to write together because we were young kids. So we were together all the time, right?
and no beers.
We wrote together, and as
No
we
beers.
run,
Afterwards.
No beers.
but in the last 10 years, we write differently now.
Yeah. Well,
People send me music.
age happens too, right? Like,
Right.
Like, not that you don't want to get together, but you know, we all have families.
I
give
also
birth.
tend to feel like I want to, like when they send me music, I need time alone with it.
Yeah.
So they send me the music, and then I'll spend days. I'll come up with 5, 6 different melodies, and then I'll pick a couple I like,
Yeah.
and I'll send it back to them. And then once we have like at least a verse and a chorus, then we get together in the jam room
Okay.
and hash out the particulars as we put it.
Okay. So you recorded an album. You released it last year.
Last July it came out, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And
one,
and so this was the second album after you got together.
Yes, correct,
Okay. And this
correct.
album was picked up by RFL Records, right?
Based on, so we had finished the album, mixed it,
Uh huh.
and then we were shopping it. And this is a great story, actually.
Oh,
A DJ, I think he's from Pennsylvania,
Okay.
messaged me about our Christmas song, Little Drummer Boy. We did a version of Little Drummer Boy,
Okay.
a rock version.
I did see that. Totally saw that.
And he messaged me in November, and he's like, wow, this is amazing. Can I use this as my theme song for my show? I'm like, sure, man.
Yeah.
And he goes, I said, well, here's other stuff we have. Messaged me the next day, he goes, I listened to the Rock and Roll Circus. Oh my God, it's amazing. I go, really, you really liked it? He goes, yeah. I go, listen, I have a private link to our new record. No one's heard it. I send him the link. He listens to it, comes back to me and says, I have a record company for you that would be interested. A week later, both owners of the record company, Doug and John, messaged me and said, we want you guys. We want to sign you guys.
Wow.
And we signed in February 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, together with them, you released the album.
Yeah.
That okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was extremely well received because it sounds great.
Okay, so at the end of the year, we got 17 individual reviews, all top 10 and 4 number ones
Wow.
as the best album of the year. So all 17 at top 10, that was worldwide.
Wow.
It's really listen to the record yourself. Tell us what you think. It's different. It's not different in terms of we did something different. It's a little more mature.
Yeah. I hear that.
Not bad for a bunch of old guys.
It's a little more darker. The subject matter. It's weird because I'm not a dark person. I'm always positive. I think I was just absorbing the whole COVID vibe of the world. And it's like it came out of you. You wrote about darker things, I suppose, right?
It
Yeah.
definitely
What a weird
influenced
time
us.
we all went through. You know, so
Okay. And so now I know that there's a show coming up.
Yeah.
Now, first off, did you do it like some sort of album launch?
Yes.
we did it at
The Minister?
no, we did that one at Cafe Campus too.
That wasn't
Minister that was our comeback show from COVID.
Right. Le Ministère was the record.
Minister, Cafe Campus, we
Cafe
did it in
Campus.
July, sold out way before we even got there.
Amazing.
It's an amazing night.
We're hoping
Yeah,
to do that again.
and the album came out to rave reviews, thank God. But you
Fantastic.
know how it goes these days. It's not the same industry as it was.
Oh, for sure.
Back then,
It's
so.
completely different now, especially after COVID. Like, what is going on?
My
So-
son started a mosh pit at that show, so
Oh, sweet.
it was him and all his buddies were there wearing that shirt,
That-
and all
amazing.
going crazy in the place. And yeah, it was a fun night. So we're hoping to repeat that again. So
How's that as a dad? You're up on stage and you see that your son is starting the
it was pretty awesome, you know. It was unfortunate that my younger one wasn't young enough to get into that particular show. So him and his mother and his stepdad, they had to leave. And they went over to see my cousin who was playing in the West Island. We got there, too young to get into that club as well. So unfortunate. But it was a great night, and it's, I'm a proud dad. Both my boys play guitar.
Sweet.
And, you know, I'm working on it, trying to do the Eddie Van Halen thing with them, you know.
Of course.
yeah.
Of course. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure now it probably comes across a little easier because he passed away and everyone's talking about how amazing he was and how
Yeah.
influential. So
Yeah.
that's probably.
And they've known about him for a while through me, right? You know, I mean,
Of course,
at
of
my
course.
house, I think the only place that doesn't have a guitar in it is the bathroom and the kitchen. Otherwise, there's guitars everywhere in the house, on the wall.
so much fun.
Yeah.
So this show in May, it's the first show of the year.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
our first show of the year. It's going to happen on Saturday, May 27th at the Cafe Campus in
Okay.
Montreal, Canada.
Amazing.
I would like to offer your viewers
Oh,
10 pairs of tickets. So
10 pairs of tickets?
pairs.
Wow.
So if you call someone, you'll get 2 tickets. So you can either contact us, Playhouse
Yeah.
Rock Band on Facebook,
Sure.
or they can contact you,
Sure.
we'll liaise,
Yeah.
and you and a friend will be on the guest list for that night.
Amazing. Guys, you heard it here. Contact Playhouse, of course, on Facebook. I will give you all their
Sure.
emails and Facebook pages and
Fantastic.
YouTube channels, of course, where we can go watch
Yeah.
the videos. Or contact Sessions with Stef. It would be my pleasure to reach out and say,
Thank
hey,
you.
guys.
Thank you,
know,
man.
a couple of sessioners.
Appreciate
That's the
that
word.
much, you know.
For sure. We'll try and get. It's going to be sold out anyways.
Well, we're hoping. It's
We're
getting
hoping,
very
yeah.
close to it at the moment.
You know what?
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are in the craze now. It's
Yeah.
like people are
Oh,
going
for
to
sure, yeah.
shows everywhere. So that's
Yeah.
fun. That's a good thing. I mean, how about you give us a little preview of another song?
Okay,
that,
so this song, very interesting story. We wrote it in 1990,
Whoa. Okay.
performed it about 5 times, but actually recorded it in 2018.
Oh my God.
And it's on our album, The Rock and Roll Circuits. It's actually literally one of our biggest songs.
Okay.
We're going to do a different version of it tonight.
Much shorter.
A shorter version, because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's usually a 6-minute version, so this is
Oh, cool.
the 3-minute version.
Yeah.
It's called Don't Need You.
It's
It
the,
goes
is
like
it
this.
the November Rain of your album? You know the.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah,
It's been
kind
our
of, yeah.
swan song forever kind of thing.
yeah.
But
Cool.
I mean, unfortunately, we can't do the big epic guitar solo in it and stuff and all that stuff. But
But you know what? It's gonna make them want to go check it out.
hopefully, yes.
Awesome.
That's the
You start
idea.
this one, don't you?
Yep.
Let's go.
Drummers.
It's called Don't Need You.
You take one step to the left now, baby. 'Cause sometimes it rains I don't want, I don't need, I don't care anymore. I don't want, I don't need, I don't care anymore. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you no more. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you no more.
Nice.
Thank you.
Just the finishing unresolved. It's like, oh, yeah, man, I love it. I'm wanting, where is it? I love it.
Very short version.
Oh, really? That's like a 6-minute song?
Yeah.
It's even more than that, I think. With the solo alone's like 2 minutes. You know, it's something. It's crazy.
Wow, sweet. That's awesome.
Then
Slide
minutes.
guitar with the full band, it's obviously different.
Of course. Heavy. So, guys, check that out for sure, man. That's a great tune. The title of that again was
Don't Need You.
Don't Need You. I don't need you. Great song. Catchy.
There we go.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
literally
Right?
the whole audience sings, like we do a whole a cappella part where we stop and the whole audience is
Everyone,
singing.
of course.
And they always participate. It's fun
Amazing.
time, you know.
Ah, sweet. So, guys, I have a few segments on this show.
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna start with the first one, and this is a fun one because you guys have done tons of shows. So this is called Worst Gig Ever, but it's not like worst meaning your worst that you played or whatever. No, something fucking screwy that happened, or something weird that happened, or something that's like this is the worst. Get me out of here.
Maybe.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
We got a few.
Man.
I'm sure
Yeah, we
there's
got a few. Some of them we definitely can't tell you. Like,
Oh, see, that's what we want to hear.
Some of them ended
but
really bad.
the first one I will tell you is that
I love this.
back in the day, I don't know if you used to go to a place called The Brick.
Oh, where was that?
The Brick. It was
Yeah.
on St. Catherine.
There was two of them, the original on Drummond, but then the bigger one, which became the Dome at the corner of St. Catherine
Okay.
and
Yeah.
St. Aurora.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Reason I-
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
huge. About 2,000 people. Back
I
back
saw a
in the,
Zeppelin tribute band there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
back in the day, our following, every show was over 1,000 people. Like it was huge.
Okay.
And we had very enthusiastic female friends.
To say the least.
So we were playing this huge show, and one of our fans contacted us and said, I'm going to rent a limo, and I'm going to pick you up each at your house.
This is a good one.
So they pick us all up, and we're all in the limo. We're like 10 girls, us, our crew. We're driving downtown Montreal, partying, big night, places sold out. And then as we hit St. Catherine Atwater, there used to be a dépanneur right beside the McDonald's. And someone said, let's get some sodas, whatever. So we pull up the limo. We all get out. We go into the store all dressed up. We get back into the limo, and Eric, unfortunately, was the last one to get in. And one of the girls slammed the door on all 5 of his fingers.
On my fret hand
His
fingers.
hand
Crushed
was
it in the
sitting
door.
in the door, and everyone just went, and everyone started yelling. It was like there for like at least 10 seconds for someone to open the door.
Yeah. We were on stage in half an hour, and I just crushed my hand.
And they were flat, literally.
Flat fingers.
Oh my God.
Then what?
We were obviously freaking out.
Yeah.
Put him on ice, blah blah. Luckily, he played.
No, are you serious?
So he gets me on stage, and the first thing he goes, do a guitar solo. So I did Eruption with busted up fingers, and I pulled it off. It was like,
you got 1,000 more fans right then and there. Like,
Maybe,
Holy shit.
yeah.
How the hell did you play?
I
He had no choice because
Yeah.
we had the show must go on, right?
alcohol, maybe. I have no idea. I don't even know how I pulled that off. I think it. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, but I happened to be in the sweet spot of the door. It looked really bad and it hurt like hell, but after everybody screaming and yelling and we started laughing about it, I just kind of forgot about it and got on stage. And this guy puts me on the spot. I'm like, motherfucker. So
He wanted to make sure we can get through the concert. He's like, if he can do the first song, he'll do all of them.
Yeah, and of all the things, I do that, and
Wow.
there's a bunch.
That's a
Remember-
I got another great story. You want to hear it?
Oh, please. I love I could do this all night. I could just sit here and talk about that.
So, Extreme had the #1 song in the world, More Than Words.
Dude, I am the biggest Extreme fan ever.
There we go.
And I met them.
See the
Okay.
new video? Fantastic.
Fucking hey, Rise. Yeah.
guitar
Banshee.
Jeez,
solo,
that
man,
solo.
that
What's
guitar
up?
solo.
Well, they came out in 2 other songs.
Yeah. Banshee and
The other one. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
need to hear this.
Extreme have it's literally #1 worldwide.
Yeah.
They're on tour with ZZ Top.
Yeah.
ZZ Top are going to play Canada. For some reason, Extreme have 6 days off and they want to do a show.
Oh my God.
So they booked the Brick in Montreal, 2,000-seater.
Okay, I'm so excited.
So, huge thing, everyone's freaking out. Every band in Montreal wanted to open. The night before the show, no opening band. We were partying hard that night. Like, we were out till 3, 4
Especially
in the
me.
morning. Get home the day of the show. We all had tickets. We're all going to go, right?
Yeah.
And then, again, no internet, no cell phones, no nothing. I'm sleeping at 2 in the afternoon. My girlfriend wakes me up and she goes, Danny's on the phone. I'm like, oh, sleep. He needs to talk to you. I get on the phone. All I hear is, we're opening up for Extreme. Get down to the Brick.
Freaking out, man.
Yeah.
So now Danny has to find everyone because he saw us all leave at 4 or 5 in the morning. Luckily, we all got down there until about 4 o'clock. We had the whole venue to ourselves with Extreme. Had a chance to talk to them. We watched the whole sound check.
Oh my God, I'm dying right now. By the way.
Yeah.
We talked to Nuno, Gary. We basically talked to everyone.
Oh my God.
Place sold out.
Of course.
So now we're going to go on, right? So we're at the Brick. The way they had it is that you have the backstage, but before you went on the main stage, there was a backstage under the stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all there huddling. We're both going, this is it, boys. This is the big time, blah, blah, blah. Extreme's manager walks in. He goes, you're 5 vocalists, right? Because we used to do 5 harmonies and shit. We're like, yeah. He goes, there's only 1 mic for you.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Geez.
All right.
So we went out there with 1 mic, obviously for me, and we crushed it.
Did you? I love it, man.
The place went wild, but then again, Extreme were on their game.
Oh yeah, they were fantastic
Wow.
that night, man.
Yeah.
Very personal show too.
So that was a highlight for us.
Wow.
And a fun
That
night.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah.
Holy sh! What a highlight.
I was still wasted when they finally found me at a friend. I was strung out at a friend's place. I showed up at the bar. I think I'm still drunk. It was just like,
Wow.
Yeah.
You know that I'm calling all of my buddies, like, as I get home from this podcast, guys, the guys I was with tonight, they opened for Extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we were diehard.
Yeah.
I was a diehard because I liked rock.
Yeah.
But I studied classical and all that, and especially when 3 Sides to Every Story came out with the strings and all that. I was like, oh.
Great
Yeah,
album.
Danny was like, "Get your ass down here," because I was the last one to find, and it took a while to figure out where I was.
Crushed hand and
Yeah, well, that wasn't all that long later, really. But yeah, and so we got down there and everything, like you said, it was just an epic
Wow,
night, man.
that's-
When I told my friends, I hung up the phone at his house. I'm like, "We're opening for Extreme."
The best part was the bragging rights the next day.
Yeah,
Because all the bands that wanted to open up.
yeah. Sorry, guys, you couldn't do it because we were kind of busy.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go into another segment. This one is the one we do every week. It's called First Thought.
Okay.
So it's pretty simple. I'm gonna ask you simple questions, and the first thought that comes to your mind. We're gonna start off easy, like favorite food.
Oof. Bacon and eggs.
Sweet.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
A lasagna.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I was about to say that.
Steak.
Yeah. Nice tomahawk.
Yeah. Bring
Okay.
it.
Favorite TV show.
Start with Andres, I'm thinking.
70s, 80s, old school TVs.
Your favorite TV show.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
The old
70s,
school.
80s. Yeah. Old school.
Nice.
Happy Days.
Yeah.
Happy
Name
days,
it.
man. Happy
Bring
days.
it.
Yeah.
Patch Family. Any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Old school. Pete.
Game of Thrones and Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
For me,
That's, that's a very different, but amazing. Wow.
for me, it
Seinfeld
would be
was
All in the
Seinfeld.
Family.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
yeah.
Ren and Stimpy.
Wow.
Remember that cartoon? Yeah, I love Ren and Stimpy.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead too was good, but I loved Ren and Stimpy, you know.
Wow.
And would be another show. Happy Days for sure. Happy
Days,
Days.
of
I
course.
love
Yeah,
that
Happy
show.
Days was
You know,
good.
yeah.
Seinfeld is still my favorite.
Yeah.
Seinfeld's fantastic.
My son is into it now, and
Oh,
and he's like
man.
every new episode that he sees, Dad, you know.
You can get them all on Netflix.
The
now,
girl
I think.
who's Chinese, but she's not really Chinese.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
She's not Chinese. Too funny, too funny. All right, so now let's get into we get a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna ask you, let's say your favorite or your best. If you had to pick a best front person of all time,
Me, it's easy. Freddie Mercury.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that just stole my thunder. Best front man. I don't know. Gosh.
Say me.
Peter Cat. Although Pete is one of my favorites, actually. Who is my favorite? My gosh, David Lee
Tyler?
Roth, I think.
David Lee Roth.
Yeah, I
cool.
just loved his whole thing
His
with the
vibe. It's
yeah,
all
the vibe back in the day. Yeah, the real party vibe. You know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, good
Andres.
times. You know, I love. There's so many others. I love Ozzy Osbourne, but I mean, really jumps around and does this a lot. But you know,
Yeah.
Sammy Hagar. Are you a Sammy Hagar fan, or was it?
I like Sammy Hagar. You know, and I think he's fun as well. Kind of in the same vibe as David Lee Roth, but still, I don't know. You know, I guess I'm a purist in that way. So definitely like Roth more.
Okay.
But Sammy's fun. You know.
Cool. Andres?
Well, not a musician, but I'm Buddhist,
Okay.
so I'm going with Dalai Lama.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
I'm,
that's fun, man.
Original
Yeah,
answer.
I'm a-
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
huge fan. Yeah,
Cool. Now
he's not a rock star, but for me,
He is a rock star.
He is in that
He's
world.
a kind of rock star.
he's a rock star. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
cool, yeah.
Now this one because you piqued my interest on this one. So this is generally not a question I ask, but is it yay or nay with Gary Cherone fronting Van Halen?
I think it could have come out better than it did, but I thought he was at least at the time when I found out, I thought he was a perfect pick. You know,
Yeah,
like
me
who
too.
else could they get? When they did the album, I was like, okay,
Me too. Yeah.
it's kind of like I was hoping for more. You know, but I thought, I thought he was the right pick. You know,
Okay.
at the time, you know, like who other personality could they put behind a microphone? You know, you got Sammy, you got David Lee Roth. Who's going to replace that? I think Gary would have been it. Was a good choice. Just unfortunately, musically, it couldn't have
Yeah,
been.
yeah.
I don't think Peter's having it.
No. I do a lot of music research. I love what's happening behind the scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Gary Sharon thing has come to the forefront recently because all the reissues and stuff.
Yeah.
Here's my take on it. If you watch the live footage, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, he did a great job.
Yeah.
And he hit those songs, he hit the notes. But he's right what he said. He needed more time with the band before he made the record.
Yeah.
I agree.
And
Absolutely.
he said that he should have toured first and then make the record.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And if you know about anything about Eddie Van Halen, which I know a lot about him,
Yeah.
Eddie doesn't write songs. He writes riffs. And he'll give you 10 riffs connected together, and you'll be like, so sing something over it. And I don't think he had enough time to do that with Eddie.
True.
And I think it's unfortunate, but I think it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Personally.
I think you're right actually, because I have to say my problem with it is I was almost confused. Like,
Yeah.
is this an Extreme song or is it a Van Halen song?
Yeah.
Like I heard they didn't blend enough.
Yeah.
And I think what Peter was saying is exactly that.
Yeah.
If he would have had time with the band
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he brought Extreme to Van Halen,
Yeah.
I found. Instead of bringing his voice to Van
To
Halen.
Van Halen.
Yeah.
There you go. You
Yeah.
said it
I
perfectly.
think, Andres, did you like that album, that tour?
I love it.
Okay.
I'm more Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. Yeah.
David Roth.
You're fired.
Yeah. But I prefer Sammy Hagar
Okay.
songs.
Personally,
More,
yeah.
it's more.
He's kick ass, man.
Yeah.
Fuck is he kick
But more
Yeah,
songs.
yeah,
No
yeah,
soup
yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
I love
So
it,
for
yeah.
you, 1 year. I actually, Sammy Hagar has he's got like a podcast, kind of.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah,
he
yeah,
copied Sessions, but he didn't copy Sessions. I copied him, but anyway. It's really cool. Did you see the one where he goes to Nuno's house?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
Okay.
I haven't seen all of them. That
It
one I
was
haven't
so
seen.
cool. He goes with Gary and Nuno, and they talk about how they record, where they record, and then they're on the balcony just jamming songs.
Oh, I'll have to check
that's
that out
It's
then.
really,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Really,
I'll
really
have to check
cool.
that out.
Okay, we're gonna keep going with first thought. I'm gonna get into harder questions, but I'm gonna say, what's your favorite show of all time that you saw?
Rock show?
Yeah, or any show.
Oh boy, Black Sabbath would be it. I just trying to think which one. I think my favorite rock show was would be 1984, Van Halen 1984. That, like, as far as like the whole package and the entertainment factor.
Yeah.
And I was big on Van Halen at the time. So yeah, for me that would be it. It's a hard choice because I have so many bands I would like to name, but I'll just go with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I would have to go. This is weird because I've seen over 500 shows and I've seen everyone.
Okay.
And this show is literally the raw, so it wasn't a stage or anything. Prince.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Prince is awesome.
Totally.
I was
yeah.
just
Was it-
overwhelmed in the talent in him alone. Forget his band.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That night, it was in 1992 or 3.
Something like that. 92, I think.
What a...
You know what?
It was,
Girl bass player.
I think so.
it could be.
Yeah.
You want a
yeah.
quick story?
Yeah,
Then
go
you
ahead.
have to go. Quick story. So, Rhonda is a Montrealer, and she was playing in a friend of mine's band, wedding band. Her name is Rhonda Smith, and she left the wedding band. The band was called The Showman. Great band. They no longer play, but they used to play. And she was playing weddings, and then went to play with Prince for years.
Let me add to your story. Rhonda Smith, the black woman, right?
Yeah.
One of her best friends is Kat Dyson,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
guitar player.
Good guitarist
Yeah.
she is, yeah.
Kat Dyson and my brother were roommates for 7 years.
Oh shit.
Rhonda got Kat the Cyndi Lauper gig. And a few years later, she got her the Prince gig.
Wow.
And during that time, she produced 2 of my songs.
Oh my God. Really?
And we were in contact with Prince because he had opened a new record label called Alchemy Records. And he was looking for new artists, so we had submitted. It didn't happen, but to add on to your story,
Wow. How amazing is that? Eh?
yeah, that Prince...
So that show, yeah.
Jeez. The whole thing started was really weird. Like, everyone was there, and it was kind of like 8:05, and everyone's like, what's going on? And the lights went dark, and from the back, there was literally a princess with 10 bodyguards. And I'm like, on the big speaker was like, Princess blah, blah, blah has arrived. And they march her down the row, and she sits front row center. And the show begins with, for the first song, Prince is just performing to her.
Wow. This guy's messed up.
But
Oh, man.
Good.
during the show, he literally played almost every instrument.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And you're just like, holy! His presence was bigger than
Yeah.
anything I've ever felt on stage.
I heard he mastered 14 instruments.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Yeah,
Yeah, it's insane. Man.
That's
and I could name. I've seen Kiss 4 times. I've seen
Yeah.
Floyd. But this was something
yeah.
else.
Out of this world. Yeah.
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 Wow. Okay. Andres, your favorite live show
Oh. As a drummer,
that you've seen?
jazz festival.
Oh, nice.
Any.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Cool.
it's more drummer
Yeah.
playing.
Dave Weckl, that kind
yeah, any.
Omar Hakim.
Yeah. I like
Era Horacio.
Yeah, Horacio.
El
El
Negro.
Negro.
Oh, my
El
God.
Negro
sure,
Horacio.
man.
Wow, fuck.
Fucking guy is a
Any.
beast. I saw him play.
I never.
He's a Latin drummer.
Yeah,
Oh,
I play
cool.
timbal, yeah.
Oh, nice, man.
Drums, yeah. I saw Arturo Sandoval
Oh.
with Horacio.
Excuse me, yeah.
Horacio was playing.
Yeah. My best show I saw ever in the 80s is Miami Sound Machine.
Oh, yeah. Milena.
Mama.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Gloria. Oh, yeah. That was my.
Any. Fuck.
People thought I was messed up because I'm like on one hand extreme, and then
Right.
Gloria Estefan
Yeah.
was my other. The band was, and I met actually the percussion player.
It's awesome.
Yeah, because in my band back then, well, still good friends of mine. He's a Cuban, came from Cuba.
Yeah.
And he went to school, like they're buddies with all the percussion players of the Miami Sound
Cool,
Machine.
man.
Oh wow.
So
That's
when I went
awesome,
to see
dude.
the show, I went in with the musician.
Nice.
Gloria,
Yeah.
I couldn't get into, but
Right.
Nice,
But with the
man.
band, we were hanging
Yeah.
out and stuff. It's pretty cool.
They're awesome bands.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a crazy band. So okay, now I'm going to ask you the hardest question. Best guitar player of all time. Pick one.
Joe Satriani.
Cool. The teacher. He's the guy who taught it.
If you're giving Steve Vai guitar lessons,
Yeah,
you gotta be
that's what I was
good.
gonna
You
say,
know,
yeah.
like
What the fuck?
For me, it would have to be a combination of not just guitar player but songwriter.
Okay, cool.
It, by far, for me, it's Jimmy Page.
yeah, absolutely.
That guy is like literally a wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard songwriter though. Like,
Guitar player too.
Guitar player, but it's
Yeah.
some of his guitar playing, you're like, dude, like, were you a Viking at some
Yeah.
point? Or
Yeah.
to me, Jimmy Page is
Master.
obviously Eddie, but Jimmy for overall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, good choice.
Yeah.
Me, my
CC,
best.
come on, CC, come on.
You will, of course, but I goes with my two new guitar players in Playhouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm so happy. Those guys are awesome.
thank you, man.
They
Wow.
both.
Sweet.
Yeah, those
And
wizards.
now
Yeah,
we go to the toughest part.
Oh.
Well, it's not the it's the funnest, I have to say. This is the Fearless Sounds, who's a sponsor on this show. Francesca, the blonde girl who's here, she
Okay.
came up with this question, and I love using it because it's such a great discussion. You have to put together your all-time band. This is the band that you want to see. Like, so you can put two guitar players, you can have a keyboard player, you can have two front people, whatever you want. What's your all-time band? Who's the member playing each instrument?
Oh my God, I think I would take Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads,
Sweet.
put them together with
Two lead guitar players?
yeah, two leads. Absolutely, put those
Every
two.
solo and harmony, the whole fucking
Oh,
way.
freaking
man.
fantastic, you know. Them and I put probably Robert Plant on vocals.
Sweet.
I'd put probably Billy Sheehan on bass.
Oh, yeah. This
Or Jaco Pastorius.
Yeah.
Jaco, yeah.
Jaco's fantastic.
Jackal man.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Jaco Pastorius, actually. I'd go with him.
Yeah.
And drums, it has to be Bonham. Absolutely. Bonham. He's my favorite drummer of all time.
What a feel, eh?
Yeah.
Just his sound, his feel.
sound.
Monster.
Yeah.
Absolute monster on drums. True. I have many others, you know, Keith Moon, of course, and I love Alex Van Halen, but be Bonham. Yeah, that's my pick, I think.
Okay. Pete.
I would go with drummer Bonham, three vocalists.
Sweet.
I would have George Michaels,
Oh.
Robert Plant, and probably Bon Scott.
Oh, man, nice mix.
Yeah.
Bass, Nikki Sixx.
Wow.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
With his backtracks.
He's cool, though. I mean, you know, you got to like...
Look, he died.
Yeah. And guitar would be Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen, and Prince
Whoa.
together.
That's a. What you
Yeah,
throw in-
your question's impossible.
I know.
bro.
Why don't you
know,
throw in
that's-
John
Yeah,
Mayer
yeah.
and we're good?
I'm
Yeah,
trying-
Clapton and we're flying.
I'm
man.
trying
We're
to think
good.
of so
I
many
saw
other names
Clapton
now.
That's a good show.
Twice.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, good old slow hand, man.
I had a guy on Sessions with Stef who saw B.B. King.
Wow.
Just cried. He just walked in.
I would
'cause
cry
His
too.
wife surprised him with the tickets.
Oh, my gosh, what a
And
gift.
He started playing and he just bawled. He goes, I just bawled the whole
I bawled
first
at the
two songs."
Stones. I bawled my eyes
Wow.
out at the Steel Wheel show. They played Ruby Tuesday. And back then I was like 21 and a bit confused, 23. And I was like, I'm standing there going, they wrote this? I thought it was the Beatles. And I just started,
Wow.
couldn't believe I was seeing that, you know? Like,
So sweet.
yeah.
Cool. Andres, do you have a band that you would
All
put
time.
together?
Oh,
That you would put together?
Put together.
Queen,
Sweet. Freddie is Freddie, man. There's no.
Fred in the front, or George Michael.
Yeah.
Guitar player. Oh, this is any. I don't care. They're awesome. Bass player Jaco.
Yeah.
Drum Jeff Porcaro.
Oh yeah,
Toto.
my man. I
Yeah.
saw them.
Jeff,
I saw
yeah.
them last month.
Yeah, and I
It wasn't
stay.
Jeff, but
Yeah, there.
Jeff Porcaro.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love him. I actually saw a show of Toto I saw them
grooves.
when they came.
Drum groove.
Oh, the
awesome.
best shuffle around. Man.
jeez.
Yeah.
I saw
It's awesome.
Toto
Yeah.
For what journey?
with Journey. I saw them a
Yeah,
month
yeah.
ago, but
Yeah.
they came 7 years ago,
Okay.
and I saw them at Place des Arts.
Yeah.
But Place des Arts, like seated, and I knew,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, these guys are rockers. They're gonna ask everyone to rush the stage. So I was ready, you know.
Yeah.
I was like a little
That's
kid.
cool.
Nice.
First song, yeah, come on down, guys. I fucking jetted.
Yeah, yeah,
My
man.
hand was on the monitor, like the guy.
Wow.
Fantastic.
The singer was right
Cool,
there.
man.
Best experience I ever had.
That's fantastic.
Amazing. So wow.
It's a huge band, Toto, man.
Yeah. They're very good. I also
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of shows too. It's
yeah.
crazy. Nothing beats live music, guys.
Oh, it's for sure.
Let's
Yeah.
say it like it is. Nothing beats live music.
Nothing
I
beats
know
live
I'm
music.
literally going bankrupt this year alone. So
I know. Are you going to see Aerosmith?
So I'm ready. I'm ready to be there at 9:59 Friday morning. But some people are already posting prices,
Yeah.
and it looks like shit. I can go to Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
insane
mean? Like
now.
it's one of those I've never seen. So okay, another great story, really quickly.
Yeah.
We were playing a show. These two beautiful blondes were in front. After the show, the blonde came up to me. We flirted, blah, blah, blah. We ended up dating for 4 months. So I was like, what do you do? What's your job? Oh, I'm Steven Tyler's personal assistant.
After 4 months, you found out?
No, I found, out,
Okay,
that,
I was like,
I found out that night.
Yeah.
Shit.
The first night.
Wow.
So.
Personal assistant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she flew back to Boston, and like a week later, all this merch was flown to us. Tons of merch. Just the band gave it to us, and she kept on flying back and forth. One time we were playing out of town. We were in the hotel, and I was sleeping, and I woke up, and she's like, she's on the phone. She's like, "Sweetie, do you know anything about prams?" I'm like, Goes, "Well, speak to Steven." Steven gets on the phone.
No.
And he's like, "Bro, I need help about this pram." He's putting together a pram for his kid.
Oh, shit. You spoke to Steven
Yeah,
Tyler?
on the phone about prams.
Of all things.
So obviously they were, so we got full VIP for the pump tour.
Yeah. Oh,
So we had
My favorite
VIP
album.
backstage, everything. And the night of the show, I had pneumonia. The band went. I didn't go, but so I've never seen Aerosmith.
wow.
But now
Fantastic.
Joey Kramer's
I saw
not.
them, yeah.
Some people were saying Joey Kramer might be there, but I don't think he is. On drums.
I don't know.
That's
I think there's no.
Listen, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna pull the trigger. I've already bought Metallica,
Yeah.
Guns, Kiss, and Springsteen literally bankrupted me.
Are you going
But-
to see Pantera?
I would love to
I don't
see
know which time I'm
Pantera.
going yet. I've already seen Pantera a few times, so.
Okay.
But I'm going to see The Boss, and that is gonna be
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be a
That's
fun
big one.
show.
That's
He's-
gonna be a treat.
And a long show, too. I heard he
3
puts
hours,
on,
Yeah.
for the 3-hour
What a
show.
band.
what a band. though.
Band.
Yeah,
The-
I couldn't say no.
the
That
band.
was bucket list, Like,
Yeah, of course, of course. I saw Aerosmith. Actually, I was never the biggest fan. Not that I hated their stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it. It just it wasn't. I didn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
my go-to. And I went to watch the Crew with them.
Motley Crue.
Yeah. Well,
Back in the day.
Back
though.
in the day.
Yeah.
I was a Crew fan
Yeah. Me
because I
too.
was young. No, and the Crew disappointed,
Right.
and I became the biggest Aerosmith fan.
Nice.
That show was like, oh, holy shit! One guy is not singing at all,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
other guy is fucking singing "Dream On" as if he just
Yeah.
wrote it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest Crue fan, so
I love it. Yeah, they were one of my bands in high
Me
school.
too.
I loved them. I love
So-
them. Just Nikki Sixx now is really tough to look at. Not Nikki, I meant
Vince.
Vince is tough to look at right now. But that's what rock and roll does to
they're
you.
still selling out stadiums. So
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. And Tommy Lee it was a little. I guess I was disappointed because I hadn't seen them back in their heyday.
right.
So when I saw them years later, it was they would play a song and Tommy Lee would grab the mic and just kind of like
Yap onto the crowd.
yap onto it. Come on, fuckers, make some noise.
Yeah.
That's not loud enough. Come on. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
just want to see music. I want to see explosions.
Yeah.
I want to see girls. I want to see all of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. They played all the good stuff. They
Yeah, of
played it
course.
okay, but and then like I said, Steven Tyler was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
guy can sing, man. Guys, I'd like to really thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Can I say
Thank
one
you,
more thing?
man.
Thank you so much for having this platform for musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Really
need the
appreciate
help.
you, man.
We appreciate you.
Oh, thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Keep up the
Thank
good
you so
work,
much.
and
Oh, wow. That's really
we'll
nice.
spread your joy to our fans. So.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely tell everyone where to find you. The show is gonna be at Cafe Campus May 27th.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it all on the screen. We got the
Thank you.
tickets, guys. Tickets for you. So reach out to us. Reach out to Playhouse, of course. Where can we find you? What are the social media handles?
Okay, so I believe on Facebook it's Playhouse Rock Band or Playhouse Rocks.
I think it's Playhouse Rock.
You know what? We got the research happening.
Um,
right here.
Because if you just type in Playhouse, you're going to find all kinds of like fire safety,
Yeah.
you know, circus midgets, all
Some,
kinds of different
some
stuff.
Weird
you know.
porn stuff.
Yeah.
It's not Playhouse Rocks.
Even
So
rating
So we have
views.
Playhouse
It is
Rocks on
Playhouse Rock.
Linktree.
Yeah, so Linktree, you'll
Linktree,
find
yes.
everything. You hit the Linktree.
Facebook
all-
is Playhouse Rocks.
Okay, it is. Okay.
And YouTube, of course, Playhouse Rocks.
Right.
Instagram is Playhouse_band.
Yeah, so just message us or
Here's-
leave something on our wall, and we'll or contact you guys for the tickets.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
The more, the merrier, right?
Sweet.
So-
That's
Yeah,
good to
doors
be,
open at 7:30.
First show with Andres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait, dude.
Can't
Yo.
wait. Gonna
That's
blow
gonna
the
be
place.
awesome.
Sweet. That's gonna be fun.
Wanna kick some
Awesome.
asses there. Oh, yeah.
What's the drum kit, bro? What's the?
Oh,
What's
dude.
the drum kit?
Wait till you see the bass drum, man.
Oh my God.
Like I've never seen one so large. It's
30
crazy.
inches?
24. What?
30 inches.
30?
Yeah.
It's insane.
You play
dude.
inside?
Almost.
No, I put my car inside.
I love it.
That's
But
his garage.
it's
Insane.
my first drum from 80s.
Wow.
So
Which
sounds
was? Is it a Tama?
Pearl.
Pearl.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's-
And
Yeah,
it
baby.
sounds awesome. So can't wait playing with
Beauty.
those guys here. It's gonna be
Man,
Awesome.
you can't wait. I've only seen it in pictures. I can't wait to see this thing behind me and
That's-
feel it
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
feet on the stage, man. Oh my God.
yes, it's gonna be sound loud. Wow.
Yeah.
Can't
Guys.
wait. Can't wait.
Of course, check out Playhouse. The YouTube, the video is great. Their songs, as you heard on Sessions with Stef, fantastic. Thank you once again for giving us your time, guys.
thank you,
You
Stef.
guys sound great.
Thank you, man.
Keep up the good work. The show will be sold out, guaranteed, and keep writing music. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing us. Thanks to all our sponsors. Thank you, Lisa, for helping out.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. You rock, Lisa.
And ladies and gentlemen, now Sessions with Stef is now done. Have a good night. Bye-bye.